What's up guys, DK. We are back with a brand new Let's Play. Genshin Impact. Alright, this is my very first gacha game. And let's just say I never should have started playing this shit, but I love it for stay on buttons. But I love it for many reasons. Okay, so what is this LP? Well, as most of you know, the purpose of this game is to suck you dry of each and every single penny that you own. So, the purpose of this LP is to try to complete all of the in-game content without spending a single penny. And I'm pretty sure that can definitely be done, but I thought it'd be fun to make an LP about it. So, let's do this. Now, I'm actually starting my recording on March the 6th, but who knows when I'm actually going to upload this video, because the way this LP is going to work is I'm probably only going to upload like...
So, what you're trying to say...
Alright, so the way this LP is going to work is I'm probably only going to upload like 1 or 2 or 3 of these per month, and I'm going to edit all that into like one big video and stuff like that. You know, because this is a game that requires a lot of your attention. So yeah, that's just how this LP is gonna have to work. As you would imagine, I started it. I created a new account for the sole purpose of doing this Let's Play. Alright, so now we have to choose our character. Anybody who's followed me since 2006, you already know how I roll, right? Alright, select the twin. We're gonna choose Luma here, the really cute female here. She's an angel. Okay, now, what am I gonna name her? Let's name her F2. No. That'll work. And also, guys, I'm gonna be... Anyway, guys, I was saying, I'm going to be skipping...
And just like that,
fuck.
The god took away my brother. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So whilst we used to cross world after world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. After I awoke, I was all alone. Right up until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide. We should head off. Let's get going.
Alright, guys, so 2 things. One, I'm well aware that a lot of people are very annoyed by Paimon's voice. Unfortunately, I'm one of those scrubs who actually doesn't mind bad English anime dubbing. So if I can deal with that, I can definitely deal with Paimon. Okay, so I won't be changing her voice to the Japanese voice, so don't ask. And also, are my buttons automatically set for how I had last time? And also, I'm gonna be skipping most of the cutscenes in this game because they are very long. This is just just a basic let's play here. And plus, I fear getting any copyright claims, stuff like that. So, and also, interesting fact, that conversation that the MC just had with Paimon here, that's the most that she's gonna talk in the entire game, because she's mostly a silent protagonist. Alright, so let me make sure that I got my stuff ready. Alright, settings. Now, guys, I'm warning you, there's a, let's see, controller setup. Let's see. Vibration, off. Want that off. Okay, off. Camera system. Invert, on. Okay, so it looks like my, music balance. Redeem codes. That's not going to do me any good right now. I'll deal with that later. Normal attack, element of skill, element of burst, sprint, jump, man. Okay, looks like my controls are exactly the same as my other file, which is definitely convenient. Alright. as I was saying, guys, there's a lot about this game that needs to be taken in. So just bear with me because this is gonna be a very long LP, especially considering the fact that the game isn't even finished yet. All right. Anyway, so rule number one for free to play. Once again, this is a free to play LP. I am not going to spend a single penny on this game. There is going to be one very minor exception, and this doesn't affect my gameplay at all. It just gives me an alternate costume, and it costs very little. I am indeed going to be getting that alternate costume because Barbara's adorable. So I will be getting that costume. But other than that, no money. As I said, rule number one: pick up everything, because if you're doing a free to play account, your options are going to be very limited. Well, not really, because the thing is, you're going to get a lot of primo gems eventually. So you're going to obviously use those to make wishes. So you will eventually get very strong characters and very strong weapons and stuff like that. But I might not have the same characters that you have, and so for that reason, I'm only going to use the characters. Well, for the main game, I'm only going to use the characters that everybody is guaranteed to have. Unfortunately, that's only 7 of them. And then once I'm ready to take on the Spiral Abyss, then we'll branch out a little bit and start doing that. Which reminds me, that's actually the main reason why I'm starting this LP now, because Raiden Shogun's banner is going to start in a few more days, and I definitely want her on my team when I get ready to do the Spiral Abyss. Okay. All right, so let's continue. All right, so these things right here: teleport, waypoint, very, very, very basic thing here. Once you activate this, you can teleport here anytime you want to. And also, this game has no game overs. If you die, you just simply start over from the last checkpoint or whatever. So you're basically immortal. You can't die in this game. Alright, so stamina, very basic. It determines how long you can sprint, how long you can dodge. But stamina is actually very, very important. It also determines how long you can swim. If you are in water when you run out of stamina, your character drowns, and then you magically appear back on land, but you lose some of your health and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a lot to take into this game, but once you get the hang of it, yeah. See, when I first started playing this shit, I was like, oh god, I'm never gonna learn this game. I was really overwhelmed, but I just stuck with it, and it's like elementary stuff now. As I said, pick up everything you see. There will be some minor exceptions if you don't want to fight Whooper Flowers, but that's something you ain't got to worry about right now. There's like a bazillion things that you can pick up: lizards, frogs, tree stumps. You can kill animals to get raw meat. You're going to be doing that a lot too, especially at the beginning of the game. Okay, there's a bird egg. Tutorial. Make sure you read all these. We'll go over that later. I'm not going to put that on screen. I'll let you guys read that yourself. I will briefly explain how the game works. But let's get one thing straight. I am not a professional at this game. I just started playing this game this year. But I was going to hold off to LPing this until like later on.
Guess we'll just have to climb.
But I really want to get...
Climbing depletes stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover.
But I really want to get...
take the rocket
Fuck,
plan.
shut up, Paimon. But I really want to
You're
get...
off to
Damn it!
a
Shut
section
up,
of the
Paimon!
7. Which of the 7 are you looking for exactly?
But I really want to get Raiden Shogun, so I'm going to go ahead and start it now. Okay, now, this is very interesting. Your characters in this game, they are Spider-Man. What I mean by that is they can climb everything, and I mean everything. The laws of physics simply do not apply in this game. Your characters can climb absolutely everything in this game. Now look at this. What sense does that make? How the hell is she climbing this? I don't know, but you can climb anything in this game, and that's just amazing. And unfortunately, you're going to be climbing a lot. Okay, so this game also holds your hand in terms of where to go. And that's a very, very, very good thing because this is a huge game. And if it didn't do those things, you would definitely get lost. The reason why I'm attacking these bushes so I can find eggs, stuff like that. Okay, I'll pick that up. Fish is very, very, very important, especially at the early stages of the game because it makes a really, really, really good healing. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and drown. Okay, so when you drown on the water, your character magically teleports back on land. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so as I was saying, fish is very important because it makes a really, really, really good healing item at the early stages of the game. You're going to be using it a lot. Unfortunately, one thing that this game does, which is actually kind of annoying for some people, is it prevents you from spamming things. And I will talk about that once we start, getting to items, stuff like that. So yeah. Anyway, so your map here, as you activate missions and stuff like that, you'll see this little orange gold trigger here. That's where you need to go to continue the quest and stuff like that. Really, really, really basic stuff here. What's going to seem overwhelming at first is all the artifacts, all the different weapons, the refining, the different characters, the element reactions, all that stuff. Crafting materials, all that stuff is going to seem very overwhelming at first, but you'll get the hang of it. As I was saying, you can actually kill animals like that. Every time you kill a animal, you get raw meat. If you kill a bird, you'll get foil, chicken legs. I forgot what these berries do, but pick them up. It's practically impossible to hit the birds with your melee attacks, but don't worry, we are going to get a character that can take care of the birds very soon. Sweet flower, pick those up a lot. Those flowers are everywhere, so don't worry about that. They're everywhere. And don't forget, you can climb anything. Trees, buildings, whatever. Get bird eggs in the trees. There are bird eggs everywhere, so make sure you pick them up. Don't worry about running out of inventory space because your inventory is basically unlimited. I mean, it is limited, but it's unlimited. I seriously doubt that you're going to have to discard or destroy your items. I never had to do that. Okay, so come here, you little fucking. Alright, so these things right here, these little sparkly ghost things, they love to play hide and go seek, but they're really, really important. As you follow them, they will eventually lead you to a treasure chest. And you want to try to open up as many of these as you possibly can. And did he just go up the fucking tree? I don't remember doing that. Did I miss this? You know what? I don't even know if I actually did this in my other file. Anyway, these things can be kind of annoying. Most of them are pretty easy to activate, but some of them are really, really, really despicable. Like, it'll start on the ground, and then it'll, like, climb the mountain and shit like that. That's just annoying. Alright, so after you finish following it, it'll go in here. And then it's going to make a chest appear. And there we go.
A reward on
Waste
the
stick,
road.
bit sword, our first artifact, and refinement ore. Alright, so we got 2 primo gems. We'll explain what those are later on. I mean, if you're not new to the game, you know this already. So this LP is basically aimed at people who never played this game before. And you want to play it, but you don't want to spend the money. So I guess this mission wants you to stay close to Paimon and not stray too far, of course. I didn't pay attention to that last time I played it. I just followed her. Alright, so I already see a couple of chests, but let me go ahead and activate this Statue of the Seven.
You can swim right over.
Yeah, this first mission is just here to teach you all the basic controls, stuff like that, and now we're gonna get our first element power. Wind got me. By the way, that little battle that we had with that evil bitch at the beginning of the game, apparently that took place 500 years ago to what's going on right now. So yeah, she's actually 500 years old. Still pretty damn hot. Alright, so the Statue of the Seven are very, very important items in the game. Once you activate them, it will open up the map so you can see where the fuck you are. And also, we need to find these items to power them up, but we'll deal with that later. It's going to be a while if we start doing that. Okay, so let's make a long story short. So, basically, our main character here, she has very special powers that no other person has in this world, as far as I know. She can use multiple elements without a vision. Most people need a vision to use magic, stuff like that, but she doesn't. But in all honesty, does anybody care about the plot in this game? I don't think it's... I mean, well, in all honesty, some of the stories are pretty interesting, like the one in Leagueway. How you pronounce that? The next city, when you fight the water dragon. That story is actually very interesting. I was really getting to that, but in all honesty, I would say about 80% of the game, 80% of the people who play this game are not playing it for the story. They're playing it for the waifus. That's just how it is. Alright, so now we have element. Our first element is Amino. This game does something that Persona does. Unfortunately, they won't simply say wind, ice, fire, and thunder. They have to use all these fancy names. I don't know why the fuck that is, but that's just how it is. Alright, so Animo is basically wind, so you'll get used to it. Hydro is water, Pyro is fire, Cairo is ice, Electro is electric. So some of them are basic, but no. So this is your talent screen. These are your special abilities. We'll go over that later on. I mean, you'll figure it out. This basically explains what it does. This explains how strong it is, how long it lasts, and so on and so forth. Constellations, we'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Artifacts and weapons, when we get more weapons, artifacts, we'll burn those bridges when we come to it. Alright, so now we can attack with magic. Let's test it on this slime. Those things are everywhere, so you see them. These are basically your Goombas in the game, the slimes. You're gonna see them everywhere. Alright, so a key element in this game is your element reactions. We will burn that bridge when we get to it. As of right now, all I gotta do is use my basic attack and just hit them a few times with wind and they'll die. So, why do they keep coming? Oh, it wants me to do the thing, that charge thing, yeah. Defeat the slime. I forgot it was basically teach me how to play. Elemental burst. Anyway, so you have a normal attack, you have a special attack. You can charge your special attack. As soon as the cooldown goes, you can charge special attack. Like that. Am I getting experience points? Probably not. And then you have your ultimate attack, which is your elemental burst.
Be gone. These are the animal powers you got from the Statue of the Seven. Oh, Paimon's so jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
You can change your buttons to how you like it. Me personally, I changed it to resemble Kingdom Hearts as closely as I possibly could because, you know, I had kind of a Kingdom Hearts vibe when I was playing this, and I like how they do a swan dive when they jump to the water. That's pretty cool. Anyway, before I continue, let me go back and get this Get this chest I saw up here. It was, yeah, up there. There's a lot of fish in this water. Yeah, try to grab as many fish as you can. It makes a really good healing item for like the first half of the game. It's really good. Okay, so I think I've done enough sightseeing now, because we're gonna there's a chest way down there. I guess I should get it, but we'll get it later, because we're gonna be doing a lot of sightseeing as we're doing missions and commissions and stuff like that. But I want to get the next partner so we can start getting her leveled up now. Outrider Amber.
May the Animo God protect you, stranger. I am Amber, outrider for the Knights of Favonius.
Alright, and we have our first character, Outrider Amber. Unfortunately, many people regard her as one of, if not the worst characters in Genshin Impact. The thing about this game is, she's kind of bad, but in all honesty, I think any character can be good if you build them right and learn how to play the game. Unfortunately, since this is a free-to-play account and we're not going to spend a single penny in this game, we got a user. Now, obviously, I can easily get better 4-star characters once I do wishes, but again, the thing is, guys, I don't know when people are gonna start watching this LP. So I have to do the LP, assuming that you're only using the main. Assuming that you're only using the characters that the game gives you for free. Because let's say I make wishes, right? I make about 30 wishes. They give me somebody like Bennett, Shinchu, and Sucrose, which is the perfect team, because once you team them with Xiaoling, you can wreck everything in the game. So I might get Bennett, Shinchi, and Sucrose. I know I spelled his name wrong, but then you might get I don't know, Beto. Well, Beto was pretty badass. You might get Beto, a Amber Constellation, and stuff like that, and you aren't going to be able to do the things I'm doing. So I have to do this LP using only the characters that the game gives you. And then later on, once you start doing the refights of the storyline bosses and the Spiral Abyss, then we'll shake things up a little bit. But yeah, this is going to be a very long LP. Alright, so we have our first part of Amber. Now, the way this game works is, unless you're doing co-op, which I'm not going to do, so don't ask me, you always control one character at a time. You switch to them by using your D-pad on the PlayStation anyway, and then they take over. So that's how that works. Alright, so this is teaching you how to use aim with bow users.
So, suspicious travelers, what are you doing in Mondstadt?
In this free-to-play run, Amber is going to be my only bow user, which saddens me greatly because I'm kind of spoiled by Ganyu. I do indeed have another account with Ganyu in it, and Ganyu is broken. That's all I'm going to say. Alright, so bow users, they shoot normally like this. She only shoots, 5 times? Ganyu shoots 6 times. When you hold L2 or whatever button you're using, they charge the element. Then you can release it like that. It's a good way to do constant element damage without using your element skill, which takes charge and stuff like that. Her element skill is this stupid little bear thing, or whatever the fuck it is. This doll. What it does is this thing taunts enemies and causes enemies to go towards them, and eventually it explodes like that and does a lot of damage to them. It's kind of useless, but it's all I got right now, so I gotta get the best out of it. Anyway, now that I got Ember, I can kill birds. Every time you kill a bird, you get a foil or chicken leg. This also makes really, really good food, so make sure you kill every bird you see.
I'll race you there.
I'll race you there. Pick up everything. Actually, I don't recall using an apple. I know they heal you. I know they can heal you, so it's a good healing item for this point of the game. Alright, so these things right here, iron chunks, these are very, very important for your weapon refinement. You need a lot of these. They respawn every day or every 12 hours. I don't know how that works, but we need a lot of them. So make sure you're destroying them and picking them up, because trust me, we're going to need a lot of these, a whole lot of them. These are the basic iron chunks right now, but the one I really need are the white iron chunks. It won't be a while until I get them, because I'm gonna need those to make a lot of good 4-star weapons. I might not need it for Shailene when I eventually get it, but oh well. Anyway, I saw something. Yeah. Make absolutely sure that you. Why am I not attacking the trees? Why? As I was saying, make absolutely sure that you are activating these teleport stones as much as you possibly can.
A hilly turtle.
Quick, get it.
As you see, every time you activate one of the stones, you get 5 Primo Gems. As I said, guys,
These monsters have been getting too close to the city recently. My task this time is to clear out their camp.
now Amber might be kind of bad, but unfortunately, she's really, really, really important for this playthrough. Simply because until I get Shaolin, she's my only fire user. And even then, Amber's still better because there are a lot of puzzles that require fire damage. And that's actually her main job, is to solve puzzles, but oh well. Now, unless I pull a Ganyu or someone better, well, there's no one better than Ganyu, but except for maybe Raiden. Unless I pull a Ganyu, she's going to be like my only bow user, which is kind of important. So I can use bows to aim for weak spots. I don't know all the enemy weak spots, but for most humanoids, it's their head. Now see that? I shoot him on his leg, he takes 30 damage. And I shoot him in the head, if I can hit him. I shoot him in the head, he takes 45 damage. Obviously, there are things in the game that increases crit rate and stuff like that. So I don't usually aim for the head because it takes time to do that, and you might get railed on while you're doing that. So yeah. There, she's so damn hot.
Though I've got to say, you surprised me a little with your moves there.
Alright, so let's get our hard-earned reward, this chest.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
Yeah, baby. As I was saying, a lot of puzzles are going to require you to do this. Shoot something with Amber and light it on fire, so get used to doing that. You're going to be doing it a lot. Okay, now there's a chest way, way, way down there. It's guarded by more of these things. This is a open world game. What this means is it's very, very, very easy to find yourself in the area in which you're not supposed to be at that point in the game, or you'll be underleveled, and then you get your ass handed to you. Now see, these guys are at level 7, and I'm at level... What level am I? I'm at level 1? Level 3? So I could probably beat these guys, but I'll come back for them later when I get like more characters. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can kick their ass, but I'm not going to find them right now. Let's get on with the main game so I can go ahead and unlock all this stuff, so I can make wishes, get these 3-star weapons and stuff like that, you know? As I said, another thing that you want to make sure that you are unlocking every time you come by one is these domains. There's supposed to be one underneath me somewhere. I see it on the map. There's probably down here. Oh, I can't. I forgot that quick. I forgot I can't glide yet. I tried to glide. I don't have that yet. And I lost some good meat there. Anyway, don't worry about these right now. We'll explain these when we get to them. But you want to go ahead and unlock them because they act like teleport stones, so you can always teleport towards them. Alright, so we're going to be doing this a little bit later on. But now I can teleport here anytime I want to. And as you see, simply by activating that, you get Primo Gems. And that's always a nice thing, of course. Yeah, I could explore the world some more, but I think there's stronger monsters down here. But maybe I should activate this wind thing while I'm at it. Let's kill this raccoon. Die, little fucker. Thank you for the meat. I'll put it to good use. Alright, here's another one of these hidden things right here. And there's a couple of birds. Yeah, if you get too close to the birds, they always fly away. So you want to snipe them from a distance. Which is Amber. Amber is going to be doing that a lot because, again, it makes a really, really good healing item. Let's get this chest.
Opening
Thank
a
you very
chest
much.
is like unwrapping a gift.
Okay, I think I'm being I'm getting chased by this thing right here. I can burn him to death. The game is gonna constantly be trying to teach you how to play it. So just get used to it, guys. Every time you come to a new area or find a new item or do something, the game is going to teach you how to play it. Okay, now you see these things right here? Really, 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 really important. This thing.
Oh, it's one of those consolidated wind things.
And I just picked it up. And I didn't mean to, but
Let's head back to the statue of the Seven at Windrise and offer it to the gods. Well, you should come with me. Paimon will tell you about the rest later.
In all honesty, that item I picked up, what I recommend that you do is oh, this is so damn annoying. Let me get these damn. I can't tell you how much I wish there was an option to turn off the tutorial icons. I mean, like I said, I gotta look at them so that I get Primo Gems. But oh well. Anyway, that item I just picked up, what would definitely be a good idea is if you wait until you activate all of the statues of the Seven so you can open up the map, and then go to the interactive map online to mark them on your game. You can mark stuff. This is very handy because you're going to be using it a lot. You're going to be forgetting where certain things are, so that's helpful. I'll let you decide if you want to do that because these things are very, very important. So I guess I'll demonstrate it now. That item I picked up, the purpose of this is to power up these statue of the Seven things.
It's a statue of the Seven. Let's make an offering and see if the gods respond.
The source of your power. And don't forget, every time you add one of these, you expand the map. So make sure you do that. My adventure rate went up to 4. Alright, so you can come to this thing, Statue's Blessing. This will let you heal your party members. And it looks like there's a limited amount that they can actually heal you. However, I've never actually reached this limit because once you start getting a healer, you won't need to do that, trust me. I mean, you will sometimes, but not all the time. I mean, you should never run out of healing juice. I never have. Anyway, the main thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be coming here and you're going to be doing this, worship the statue. As you find those little floating things, you take it to the statue and offer it. So I only need 1 to get to level 2, and when I do that, I'll get all these rewards you see here, including 10 Primo Gems. Let's do that. Now, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be really, really, really annoying collecting all these things. but you really have to do it, because if you don't do it, your stamina isn't going to be high at all. You have to do this. This is like the main way that you're going to increase your, well, the only way you're actually going to increase your stamina. So make sure you do this.
Can you feel the blessings of the seven? In Mondstadt, people call them animalculi. They can be fitted into the statue's eyes. Some stories say the statue's eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animalculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to offer to the statues as blessings.
Okay,
Unlike
now,
others with powers,
Paimon, please shut up.
But the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so keep offering animalculi and maybe you'll receive more blessings.
Now, there's another one of those floating things up there in the tree. I'm not going to get it right now, but there's also an egg up here. I remember there being some eggs up here, but fuck it. Alright, so you may notice that a star has appeared on my map. What that star is, that lets me know that I'm actually very close to another one of those things, and I can see one way down there. Alright, so this is one of those puzzles I told you about. This one requires thunder. I don't have that yet. We will get that very soon when we get Lisa. This one requires fire, so let's just switch the amber and turn it on. There we go, and that's on. Alright, so that one down there requires ice. We don't have that yet, so let's forget about that. Okay, so occasionally you will see these weird giant fish in the water. These aren't like the other fish. You can't swim across them and pick them up, unfortunately. In order to get those fish, you have to actually fish to get them, unfortunately. Don't worry about this until you get to rank 30, because we won't be able to do it until then. However, once that happens, we're going to be doing a lot, and I mean a lot of fishing. It's really, really, really annoying, but it's going to give us our best weapon for this playthrough. So, we're going to do it. I want that chest. I want that fucking chest. I haven't talked about the dodge command yet. The dodge command. I think you are immune to damage while you're doing that dodge. This isn't like the aqua cartwheel, unfortunately. They aren't gonna let you spam it. Dodging takes up your stamina, and once you run out of stamina, you can't dodge. This kind of sucks, but okay.
Not so hard.
As I said, that little dog, that's a glitch. That little dog there will attract enemies, so they will be forced to attack it, and eventually it will just blow up in their face and do a lot of damage. These slime things, when they get low in health, they always try to run away, I think. But I killed it, so yeah. Alright, so now Ember has her Elemental Burst. I really like her Elemental Burst. It's pretty cool. In fact, here's a perfect guinea pig.
No one escapes my sight.
Okay, so that Elemental Burst does like, what is it, 18 or 20 hits?
These will come in handy.
It does a lot of small hits, but if you power up her attack, it's actually pretty sweet. Alright, so let me see if I can kill this bird. And I missed. Damn, you see, if I had Ganyu, that thing would be dead by now, but see, I am so Ganyu spoiled. I mean, Ganyu just kills everything. Alright, that's enough fucking around. Let's go ahead and move on to the plot now. Like I said, these things are very, very annoying. They love to play hide and go seek, and sometimes they go a long way.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
But the rewards are definitely well worth it. Anyway, don't forget that you can just teleport like crazy. So make sure you're abusing that. Alright, let's hit the monster and move the story along. Oh, wait. Here's something I need to show you. Alright, so I didn't find myself doing this a lot in my other file. However, since I don't have a healer yet, I'm going to be doing this a lot until I get Barbara anyway.
What should I cook next? Oh, are you travelers from around here as well?
No, we just...
I see. I'm Lynn. Eat before you go.
Picnic? Oh, my travel partner here is good.
That's okay. You won't get a lot of chance. There are some mushrooms and meat in the barrel over there. Try.
Alright, so the purpose of this quest is to teach you how the cooking mechanic works. It's very, very, very simple. Let's go ahead and do that. Break this open. Get some meat and mushrooms. And let's cook, shall we?
Never go adventuring on it.
Alright, so what does she want me to cook? Oh well. Anyway, so cooking is very, very basic. You combine one, two, or three items and you cook a dish. And then you can use it in battle to heal your HP, increase your attack power, revive dead party members, so on and so forth. Now, this is why I told you to pick up a lot of stuff, because this item here is really, really good, as you see. And this item right here is really, really good. Not that one. That's not the one. That's not the one I was talking about. Anyway, so you're gonna kill a lot of birds to get this. You're gonna pick up a lot of flowers to get this. This is like my main healing item at the early stage of the game. What did she tell me to make? Head toward monster.
Have you got all the ingredients? You can use my pot right here.
What does she want me to cook? I think she wanted me to cook something certain, like a very specific thing. Chicken skewers. Oh, I think she wanted me to cook this. Oh well. Anyway, so the way this works is after you combine your items and cook it, you'll be taking this screen right here. Very, 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 very simple. Just press the X button in the yellow mark, and you'll make a delicious item. If you go outside the mark, you'll make a regular item. And if you go outside that, it'll fail. I think I never failed there. I don't know how that works. You want to try to make the. Sorry. You want to try to always get a delicious version, because a delicious version has like a better effect and stuff like that. Alright, so proficiency, that number on the bottom tells you how many times you have to cook it perfectly in order to auto cook it. So say for example I do this 4 more times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now that I've done this 5 times, I unlock the auto cooking. What this means is I can cook all of them without doing that little thing. I can cook all of them at once without doing that little QTE. Your eggs right here. Your eggs gives you a fitness down, a revive bead, or whatever you want to call it. Make sure you pick these up. Always keep revive items handy, because you never know when you're going to get sucker punched.
Is it done? Let me try.
Nom nom nom.
Now that's really tasty.
Paimon, tell...
With your culinary... Oh,
Can we really have them?
That's okay. There's also a
Okay, thank you for the info.
Alright, so after you pass that quest, she gives you a recipe and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah, she gives you pins, points, money, so on and so forth. Yeah, just basic stuff here. I don't think she gave me a recipe. I think I'm thinking of somebody else. Alright, so that's going to be my main source of healing until I get to Barbara, which is going to take a while, unfortunately. I think I need to be at, like, what, rank 18 to get to Barbara. And then I got to finish the side quests and stuff like that. I don't know. I should be some pigeons here. See if I can kill them with the ember. Yeah, I got one. Yeah, see, if I had gone you, she would have killed all of them. So I'm gonna have a hard time collecting chicken legs with Amber, but she's all I got unless I pull Ganyu. Alright, should be some dandelion seeds over here. Once again, I shouldn't need these. Actually, I can't remember if the MC used these. But I shouldn't need these, but I'm getting them just in case I happen to pull Jean. Because Jean is actually my favorite waifu in this game so far. I love Jean. She's really, really, really hot, really gorgeous. And she's actually the heart and soul of my team. She was also my very first 5-star character, so that has a little something to do with it. But yeah, she's a great healer. She's single-handedly carrying my team. There's a lot of these things down here, but I get them off screen. See at the most stat now.
Officially introduce the city of wind, dandelions, and freedom. Travelers under the protection of the Knights of Favonius, welcome to Mondstadt.
Mondstadt! Well, we're gonna be running around here for quite a long time, unfortunately. Alright, so open the shortcut menu to view quest. So what this is doing, this is teach you how to do the quest. So what you do here is you go here, open your quest. What's the fucking thing? Here we go. And this will tell you all the quests that you can do. Archer quest. This is like your main story quest. Story quests. These are mostly side quests for like characters in the game. Some of these have to be done in order to do the main quest, the Archer quest. Daily commissions. We don't have. Oh, excuse me, I don't have this yet. We'll deal with that later. And world quests, just more side quests to unlock special events and stuff like that. So we'll deal with that later too. For now, let's do the one quest that they want me to do, which is the City of Freedom. So just highlight it, and the game will hold your hand and tell you exactly where you need to go to activate it. Most of the time. Sometimes it'll be a dick and it won't tell you at all. So.
This used to be a bustling street, but with so many storm terror attacks recently, the usual crowds are nowhere to be seen. Except for the local tavern near the city wall over there. They haven't been affected. If anything, their business is better than ever.
Before I do that, however, I am indeed going to talk about one thing that you want to do as soon as possible, every time you can. The best place to get these is in Mondstadt. Okay, so you see this thing right here? This Philamo mushroom, what the fuck it says? Get them. Make absolutely sure that you get each and every single one of these. I think they take 2 real life days to respawn. But we need these to level up one of our characters late on the game. So make sure that you collect these. They're all over town, all over these houses. Climb this house, there's another one. And while I'm at it, let me climb the roof, see if I find some chests. I think there's a chest on top of one of these houses, I can't remember. But I can't glide yet, so yeah, I keep... Oh! Damn. I keep forgetting that I don't have a glide yet. By the way, guys, you can indeed take damage from a big fall like that. If you take too much damage, you'll the character will die. So try not to do those things. Anyway, let's go ahead and do what we're supposed to be doing. So don't forget about those mushrooms. I won't be getting any more of those on screen. As you're playing the game, guys, this is a game that you can beat in like 10, 20 hours. You have to play this game for like a year. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but this is a very, very, very long game, and they still add stuff to this day. Alright, don't forget to activate your teleport stones so that you can teleport here and get Primo Gems, obviously. That's the main teleport point for Mondstadt, but the one I use anyway. Alright, so let's go where they need us to go for the plot now. Yeah, Amber is really, really hot. I like her. Again, a lot of people say she's the worst character in the game, and that might be true, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to get the most out of her if I want to do this, because the fact that she's a bow user is very, very, very important. Where the hell am I going? Okay. I think this is when she teaches me how to do the gliding mechanic, which is actually kind of an annoying test that the game is going to put me through here.
So, the present I want to give you is a wind glider. Outriders use them to ride the wind, and I brought you here to give it to you so you can experience it right away.
Wow, you're really excited.
Well, that's because the wind is the heart and soul of Mondstadt. Alrighty then, enough talk. Let's give it a whirl. It's easy to use, but you still need to pay attention to my instructions.
Okay.
How are you staying afloat like this with just a wind glider?
I'm preventing your fall with the power of 1,000 winds. Now, concentrate. See yourself grasping the wind. Harness its energy.
Who said that?
Alright, so for whatever reason, we seem to be in a boss battle with this giant dragon. I truly think the only purpose of this, at this point in the game, is to go ahead and warn you that, yes, this game will have some gimmicky battles. There's not a whole lot of them, but there are a few of them. Usually a boss fight with a really important boss, there's like a gimmick battle. Anyway, this is very easy. Just follow the dragon and shoot him in his ass with your beam here. After a while, the fight automatically ends, I think. Yeah. Alright, let's go in now. Speaking of Lisa, here she is, along with the really hot, super sexy Jean. Yes, there she is.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them. And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers.
I just want to say, if I lose any 50-50s, this is who I want it to be. I want it to be Jean, because I love this girl. I told you, she's like the heart and soul of my other file, and she's just really, really, really fucking hot.
I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
And Lisa here, she's well, she's a very interesting character. Yeah.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly, the timing is regrettable.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I forgot. Alright, so this is our wish screen. This is the gacha system, the bread and butter of Genshin Impact. This is where they make their money. Okay, so let me explain how this works. Basically, these wish banners here, think of these as Yu-Gi-Oh card packs. Everybody watching this video, you know what Yu-Gi-Oh is. If you don't think of Pokemon card packs, basically you make a wish, and then you would get either a 3-star weapon, a 4-star weapon or character, or a 5-star weapon or character. 9 times out of 10, you would get, 8 times out of 10, you would get a 3-star weapon. Okay, well, let's go to the details. It's it's gonna seem very overwhelming at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually very, very simple. I'll skip all this shit and I'll explain it to you how it works myself. This is the standard banner. As you make a wish, you would usually get a 3-star weapon. Every 10 wishes, at least after every 10 wishes, you would get a 4-star weapon or a 4-star character. It won't always be on the 10th wish. If you're lucky, it'll be on the 1st wish, the 3rd wish, and so on and so forth. But you will get at least one 4-star character or weapon at least every 10 wishes. If you're really, 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 really lucky, you would get a 5-star character or a 5-star weapon. But that's like a 1 out of 100 chance and stuff like that. It's really, 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 really low. Now, the game has something called a pity system. After 75 wishes, you enter soft pity. At that point, the chances of you getting a 5-star character increases. I don't know what the increase is. And then after 90 wishes, if you have not gained a 5-star character or a 5-star weapon by then, that's on the standard banner. Your 90th wish is guaranteed to be a 5-star character. So that's how the standard banner works. I'm really not a big fan of the weapons banner since there are plenty of weapons in this game and all of them work perfectly fine. I'm not a fan of the weapons banner. I'm only gonna go for this if I already have the exclusive character or I don't care about the 4 stars on that banner. Speaking of which, event banner wish. Alright, so normally there's 2 of them, but this time there's only 1 of them. This event wish is featuring Yamiko. So the way this works is there's a limited amount of time that you have on this banner. It works exactly like the standard banner wish, except for a few changes. There will be 3 4-star characters featured on that banner. When you get a 4-star drop, it will usually be one of these 3. Not all the time, but it usually will be. Okay. The featured 5-star character in this case is Yamiko. She's kind of confusing to use, but oh well. I did pull her in my other file. I actually got really, really lucky. I got her in after 8 wishes or something like that. It was really, really, really surprising. Okay, so the way this works right here, guys, is just like the standard banner. After 90 wishes, you are guaranteed to have a 5-star character. However, there's a change. After 4 wishes, as I said, there's a 50% chance it'll be one of these 3. If it's not, it'll be another 4-star character or a weapon. You enter soft pity at at wish number 74. When you get your first 5-star character within those 90 wishes, there's a 50% chance it'll be the featured character, in this case, Yamiko. If it's not her, then it will either be one of the standard 5-star characters right here. So these characters right here, the way you normally obtain these guys is by losing the 50-50 when you're trying to go for the featured character. And in my other account, I have Mona, Diluc, Jean, and Kui here. The only one I don't have is Kaching, and I really want her because she's pretty hot and pretty badass. Okay, so if you lose the 50-50, now you have to do another 90 wishes. Well, worst case scenario, another 90 wishes in order to get to the featured character. If you haven't obtained another 5-star by another 90 wishes, you would get it. However, that time if your first 90 wishes was not the featured character, then by the time you get to your next 5-star, it's guaranteed to be the 5-star character, the 5-star featured character. I know that's a lot to take in. There are other guys that can probably explain it better than I can, but it's a really weird gacha system, but oh well. After her banner ends, that's going to be the banner for the Rider Shogun, and that's the main reason why I'm doing this LP now, so I can try to get her on my account. Unfortunately, worst case scenario, I'm going to need a grand total of 28,000 Primo Gems to get my hands on her. That's only if the game really screws me over with the 50-50 thing. So hopefully that won't happen. Okay, now this thing right here, this is the beginner's wish. Now, you want to do this. You want to do this first. The reason why you want to do this first because the game is giving you a discount. So the way this works is, as I said, beginner's wish. This thing's sole purpose is to get beginners on their feet. So you can only do a 10 pool here. So, but instead of 10 wishes, you're gonna use 8 of these things for the price of 10. But you have to do a 10 pool. In this banner, after 10 wishes, you are guaranteed to get Noelle, who's a pretty well balanced all around character. She can be a damage dealer, she can be a healer, she can be a shield person, she can be a support, all kind of stuff. So there's all kind of things that she can do, and I think that's why they chose her to be your guaranteed free 4-star character from wishing. After that, after you do 10 more wishes, you are guaranteed a 4-star character. If you're really lucky, you're guaranteed a 5-star character. Alright, so the way this LP is going to work, I do need to give you one warning. All these characters are really good. The one you don't want to get is you don't want to get Barbara and you don't want to get Xiaoling, because we're guaranteed to get these two characters later on. So if you do get them, what happens then is you would get a constellation. So hopefully that won't happen. However, if I do get Xiaoling early, I won't cry about it, since in case you haven't noticed by now, this whole LP is going to revolve solely on Xiaoling because she's just a badass. Anyways, I was saying, the way this LP is going to work is that character that I get here, I'm basically going to use them as like a support. Their main goal is going to be like casting buffs in some form or another, for the sole purpose of powering up my other characters. Cause I don't know who you're gonna get. If you get Bennett, rejoice! You just got the best character on this list. Cause Bennett is a badass. And this is coming from a guy who normally only uses females in his character. Bennett is a dude, and I use him every time. He's such a badass. You got to get this guy at some point. All right, so as I said, this is the one I recommend that you do first. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna do a 10 pull here, and I'm guaranteed to get Noelle. Let's see what else we get. Okay, we got purple. Okay, so you will usually always get a 3-star weapon. Some of these 3-star weapons are actually pretty decent, but most of them suck. But you do win Master Stardust every time you do this, so you're going to be using a lot of these, trust me. Okay. There you go. Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. This is actually one of the best weapons in the game, and it's very, very, very plentiful. You will usually get these while you're doing wishes. And I've only got one Catalyst user, that's going to be Lisa. So Lisa's going to have a very important role, but trust me, this weapon is really, really good. This weapon is also really, really, really good for free-to-play characters and at the very beginning of the game. This is going to be the MC's main weapon, along with the ice dude that we're going to get very, very soon. Black Tussle, Sharpshooter's Oath, and there's Noelle. Yeah, you are guaranteed to get her, so that's a free body. So everybody will have access to Noelle. So, yeah. Alright, I didn't get any 4-star, other 4-star characters. That's unfortunate, but I'm going to get one later. Anyway, so this list right here, for this account, for this free-to-play account, don't use your points on any of this stuff down here. It's a total waste. The only thing that we're going to spend our points on is the characters and the intertwined fates. And maybe some of these weapons if they turn out to be really good free-to-play options, but there are a lot of weapons that we can use. Alright, so Stardust Change is the same thing, except you get a lot more of these points, but the rewards aren't that great. Well, they are kind of. These things right here, you can buy wishes. They cost 75 a piece. You want to make absolutely sure that you do these every month. Buy these first and then buy these. We're going to get a lot of points soon, so, oh well. So, although I'm only going to mainly use the 7 characters that everyone is guaranteed to have, we are going to get our hands on 4-star characters eventually. And then once you learn how to play the game, at that point you can branch out and make your own strategies and so on and so forth. This LP is basically gonna hold your hand for like the main quests and stuff like that. I want to see if I can do just fine with only the characters that every player is guaranteed to have, with the exception of the 4th character I'm going to get on Noelle's banner, or if I get Jean. If I get Jean, I'm damn sure going to use her. That's all there is to it. This is where they make their money. So if you get tired of not having enough wishes, and this is going to happen to some of you, you can spend real life money and get a ton of wishes. This is where they make their money. And let me just say this right now, as tempting as it is, try your best not to do this unless you're just filthy rich and you don't have anything better to do with your money. So if I spend $100 right now, I would get, what's that? That's about, let me see, well, the first time you do this, you get a little bonus. Let me see. 80 times 2 equals that. Divide that by 160. There we go. So, wait a minute. Is that right? Is my math off? Let me see. Let me do that again. Times 2 equals that. Okay. So you get over almost 13,000 Primo Gems. That sounds about right. Divide that by 160 because that's how many wishes, that's how much it costs to make a wish. So that's about 81 wishes. That should definitely get you to the 5-star character. But again, only do this if you're filthy rich, but the purpose of this guide is to not lay your eyes on this, because if you do this once, it's going to be very tempting to keep doing it, and then you'll find yourself spending your rent money and stuff like that. Alright, so the only thing I can do now is these arching quests, so let's go ahead and do those things, I guess. Alright guys, now one thing that's really going to annoy you is that sometimes the quests that you have to reach will be like very, very far away from you. the purpose of this is because they want you to walk around and explore the game, of course. But unfortunately, there'll be many times in which you'll be completely walled by a tall mountain. So you can either climb the mountain or find a way around it. And at this early stage of the game, I probably won't be able to climb it because I don't have enough stamina. So I'll be forced to walk around and stuff like that. But yeah, this game has a lot of mountains and it's going to get really, really annoying. So just get used to that. Don't forget, pick up everything so we can cook like crazy and stuff like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Amber. This is going to serve as a trial thing here. Alright, so let's go in, shall we? Alright, so this thing here explains how it works. Your rewards, your other rewards, you know, it's again, guys, I know all this is like overwhelming stuff, but it's really, really simple stuff to understand once you get the hang of it. Every time you do this, the game is going to ask you to form a party. It will recommend certain elements. In some cases, you have to use those elements in order to pass. If you're just doing domains to fight monsters, you don't necessarily have to. But when you're doing things to actually, like for example, I might need to bring a fire user to light a torch or something like that. You have to have a fire user, otherwise you can't progress. I've only got 3 characters right now, so let's go ahead and go. And I think I'm going to get a trial character here. No, that's later on. Alright, so...
You can use that console to open the door. Wow, I can see so far into the temple.
Alright, so like I said, the game is telling me right now. As I said, Amber's main job is to like unlock puzzles by using her 5 skills. So you're gonna be doing that a lot. So get used to it. Don't forget to check all these barrels stuff, because sometimes you'll find food and artifacts and whatever. Free food is always a good thing, if it's edible anyway. Yeah, the game is still holding your hand. It's teach you how to play, and they just automatically make sure that Amber's burst thing is filled up. All right, so these things right here, these are kind of like teleporters. If you fall off the cliff for whatever reason, you'll automatically teleport back to one of these things, which basically acts like checkpoints. Alright, so let's do some fighting, shall we? Alright, so this guy has a shield, which is actually kind of annoying. But fortunately, I can burn him and burn his shield off. I'm probably gonna be
a horn.
I'm probably gonna
must have got them riled up.
I'm probably gonna be an Amber professional.
Good thing I prepared my secret weapon, explosive puppet Buried Bunny.
Yeah, this thing right here. As I said, this thing will taunt the enemies, and it will force them to attack it, and then it just blows up in their face. It's kind of a silly ability, but for this playthrough, I'm gonna be using it a lot. As I said, after this, I'm probably gonna be a Amber professional, because she's actually very, very important for this playthrough. Alright, let's give Noelle a try.
Are those explosive barrels over there? Well, one shot should be able to blow them up.
Yeah, the game is basically teaching you how to use an Amber right now. enemies are shielded, kind of, but you can always just burn them away. Make sure that you're not close to the explosive barrels when you attack them, because you will take damage from the explosion if that happens. If you see a chest, open it. As I said, this is going to be Ember's main job, attacking these things right here and unlocking puzzles. That's her main job right here. These wind currents, you can glide on these. Like so, and they take you up in the air. You're going to be doing this a lot in the game, so get used to that. And we have made it.
Is that where the power's coming from?
Just destroy this thing right here, and you complete the trial.
Phew, I'm tired. But at least this way we've helped Jean out.
Alright, challenge complete. Let's get our reward. Adventure, weapon refinements, and primo gems. Nice. Okay, now this whole leaving in seconds, I don't even know why that's there. So, yeah. That's kind of a weird... I don't know why that's there. The game automatically kicks you out after 1,000 seconds for whatever reason. I don't understand the logic behind that. Okay, even more primo gems. Thank you very much. Is that a... Oh, I thought that was ammo. I thought I was about to kill it. Okay, so now I want to go to the next temple. It's way over here. I'll meet you there. Yeah, I'm not gonna do everything on screen. By this point,
keep up with me.
By this point, you should know the basis of the game. So I'm not gonna show everything I do on screen. Alright, so blah 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 blah. Yeah, you can read all this if you want to. It's basically telling you it's trying to explain the plot of the game, but again, I sense that anybody is playing this for the plot. You're not playing this for the plot. Trust me. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. You're not playing this game for the plot.
Let me show you how the Knights of Favonius conquer our adversaries.
Alright, so this is a trial quest. Occasionally the game will allow you to control one party member as a trial guest member. This will usually be one of the exclusive 5-star members that you can only get for a limited amount of time. And obviously the purpose of that is to give you a small taste of what they can do, so you'll decide if you want to pull them or not when they get their banner. And also, in case you don't have a character that is able to handle the enemies inside the current domain, the guest member is usually perfect for that scenario and stuff like that. So, alright, so as I said, this guy is an ice user.
If I'm not mistaken, the end of the temple should be up there.
Cairo is ice in this game. So,
Experience.
Because
The kind of experience you get after years of dealing with things like this for others.
Because he's a dude, unfortunately, he's gonna be breaking up my waifu rampage, which kind of makes it sad, but oh well. Alright, so now it's time to start talking about elements and reactions. Alright, so in this case, they teach you about water and ice. If an enemy is hit with the wet status or the frozen status, when those two elements combine, you will I mean, not the frozen status, but the ice status. When those two elements combine, you will freeze the target. So let me show you. See, right now these guys are wet because they're in water. If I hit them with ice, they get frozen. Now it only lasts for about 2 or 3 seconds, or sometimes longer in this case.
Freeze.
But it's really, really helpful. Now, keep in mind that enemies can also do this to you. So yeah, just make sure you keep that in mind.
Unless I'm mistaken, you don't seem to have a vision. So how exactly is it that you're able to channel elemental energy?
Because I'm a badass, that's why.
Strange occurrence.
Okay, so another element reaction is vaporize. If enemies are wet and you hit them with fire, you'll cause a vaporize, and vaporize does like 50% more damage than it normally would have and stuff like that. So it seems like basic stuff right now. It doesn't get really complicated until you start fighting enemies with shields. Alright, so right here, I gotta use him to, come on now. Oh, down. I gotta use him to put out this, fucking fire so I can go by. Thank you. Now see, these enemies are automatically hit, are automatically in wet status because they're nothing but monsters made out of water. So I hit them with ice,
Freeze.
and they automatically get frozen. You see that? And like I said, Ember, if you hit water with a fire, it causes, if I can hit the little fuckers in a way, there you go, it causes a vaporized status. And that makes you do more damage than normal. That's very, very important later on. Now, Noelle here, she uses the Geo element. I guess we can just call that Earth. I don't know. If you hit a element with Geo, you will see this particle around, and if you pick up that particle, you would get a elemental shield of that element. So this thing is made out of water. So when I hit it with my Geo shield, like so,
Leave it all to me.
I missed it. There, I missed it. I missed it. Let me wait for her thing to recharge. I wish it didn't take so damn long. Yeah, it's a very weak shield, but it is the only shield that we're going to get unless we pull other better shield characters. But right now, she's all we got. Anyway, let me hit him with this thing.
I must leave
There we
no
go.
stone unturned.
Now see that little blue bubble around me? That's a water shield. Because I hit a water-based enemy with a Geo attack. So it's kind of, again, I know it's a lot to take in, but oh well. And it looks like it lasts longer than my typical shield. That's pretty badass.
Dodge this.
Again, I know this is a lot to take in, but you'll get it.
Ah, finally, we're here.
Make sure I'm not
Seems
missing
the
any
path ends
items.
here. Let's use the wind currents to fly up.
As for the dude here, Kaya, Kaya, how do you pronounce that dude's name? I'm probably only gonna use him when I ask to have to, because he's breaking up the waifu roster. I don't like that. All right, so fire. When fire meets ice, you cause a melt status, and melt does like what ×2 damage, I believe. So these enemies are made out of nothing but fire. So you do this, and you get melt. So,
What's the hurry?
yeah, the game is this session is basically teaching you about elemental reactions and how important they are. And now he has a burst, which is going to.
So sorry.
Okay, so his burst pulls these ice sickles around him, and basically what that does is enemies around me will get hit by the ice status. The purpose of that is for you to pass it on to other characters like Ember, so they can bump into me and then they'll get hit with the ice status, and then I can like hit it with fire and stuff like that. So yeah, you will learn how all this stuff works as you play the game and get more characters and stuff like that. I know I'm not doing a good job explaining this, but there's a lot to take in. So this is one of those games that you're gonna have to just play in order to learn how it works. I still want to do LP of it because it's fun and the girls are really, really hot.
Water! We can use this to put out fire.
Good idea. That's some keen observation.
I probably should have used that earlier.
We should
Cause
get Jean to give you a title and make you a knight.
that could have made that could have made those guys you know wet. All right, so this right here. A funny thing about this tutorial right here is you may think that you're never gonna do this in the game, but you actually are going to do this at least once. Alright, so you can actually use ice to freeze water, obviously, and make a temporary bridge.
Speaking of, did you know? Storm Terror was once one of the 4 winds. I'm not aware of the exact details. If you're interested, you can ask the acting Grand Master about it.
The thing is, there's this island in the game that can only be reached by gliding with lots and lots of stamina and with certain characters, or by freezing the water. And I think you can use a Mona to get there, but she's a standard 5-star character, so fuck that. She got a big ass though. Alright, so, and I do indeed have Mona in my other account. I pulled her doing a 50-50 thing, so.
What's the hurry?
Is that the thing that Storm Terror is using to gain its power?
Seems probable. Let's deal with it. Bravo. What a performance. Thus you were behind this.
Okay, this enemy right here is an Abyss Mage, and they suck!
Knights of Favonius, always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
Okay, so those two have some kind of rivalry thing going on. I don't know. Alright, and here's our next free guaranteed character, KO, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't care. He's a dude, and as you guys know, I don't use dudes, but oh well. He's the only ice element that we're going to get unless we pull a better one, so I got to deal with it, sadly. Alright, so here's our electric user, Lisa.
Hey, cutie. You're going to help me out, too? How kind of you.
Yeah, I told you, Lisa's a very interesting character.
Don't hesitate to come to me if you need anything. Good question. Basic.
So...
Alright, so this is the... You know what? I've never done this before. This trial thing. Yeah, so I forgot all about this. I've never done all these. Okay, so the purpose of this is to teach you how these elemental reaction things work. Yeah, I completely forgot about this. I forgot that this even existed. I need to do this in my other files so I can get that key and get these Primo Gems down here. These 40 Primo Gems. Actually, I think I've already done that. This part, I think I did this one. Yeah, I did this one. But I haven't done this other stuff. Well, at this point, it's not going to help me that much. But I guess I get more for doing these, so it might come in handy. But yeah, so if you want to learn how all this elemental stuff works, just do these trials right here. You can't do these until you get to Adventure Rank 16. You pretty much won't need to learn that until then, because that's when you start fighting tough enemies. But this thing right here will teach you how all this stuff works. I could break it down for you, but again, this is one of those games where you're gonna have to just play it to learn how it works and stuff like that. So well. Alright, I gotta go with the only 4 characters I have. Let's go. Alright, so now we're gonna have Lisa as a trial member.
I guess I could give this a go.
Don't let that pretty face fool you. She's actually quite dangerous. Yeah, she's really got that Haru vibe going on.
There is a strong elemental energy coming from deep within this temple. Paimon, are you able to float across?
Can't do much even if she does.
Let's
Okay.
ride this wind current, shall we?
Okay, guys, so Lisa is a catalyst user. A lot of people don't like catalyst users, but I actually like them a lot because they can apply elements constantly without doing their special abilities. So, you know, I like catalyst users. For most of this LP, the only things I'm going to be showing are the things that you have to do in order to proceed with the story. By this point, you should have a pretty good idea with how the game works, so I really shouldn't have to hold your hand anymore at this point. Alright, so when the electric meets fire, they cause overload. Or was it superconduct? Overload, yeah. Overload supposedly does a lot of damage, but no.
Come a little closer.
How do I? Oh, I gotta go over there.
It's an Electro Monument. No wonder. Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand back, sweeties.
Yeah, right now the game is just basically teaching you how all this puzzle stuff works. But once you do it a few times, it's actually pretty basic. So you'll be fine, guys. All right, so
You're in for a little shock.
oh yeah, the game is timing you. I forgot I'm timed here. I forgot. I wasn't even paying attention that I was being timed there. I totally forgot about that. I wasn't paying attention. I can't mess around with him right now. Come on now.
Freeze!
Come a little closer.
Oh, I was supposed to use Lisa's special ability. Yeah. See, I don't use Lisa that much, but I'm gonna have to learn how to use her now because she has a very important role. All right.
You're in. You're in for a little shock.
Yeah, she
When it
can be
comes
pretty.
to wet enemies, I've got them covered.
She can be pretty dangerous. Okay, let's continue. Where we? Oh, okay.
As a good knight should. Leave it all to me.
I really love her elemental burst skill. It's pretty funny and pretty badass when you activate it. It's really good. I like it.
What's the hurry?
Chain lightning can be set off between electro-charged opponents. The electrical discharge caused by friction is only a little less shocking than love at first sight. Oh, you want to know about this gem? You're kidding. You're seriously asking? This is a vision. it's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers. In terms of mysticism, I suppose you could call it a magical lightning rod.
Oh, damn.
What?
Okay.
You've never seen a vision? Just where exactly are you from? Are you a hilly churl with some level of reasonable intelligence? No, I doubt it. After all, hilly churls aren't exactly known for their smarts. And you'd more or less qualify to be a magister's apprentice. Break it, and we can head home and relax.
Now I broke
The thought
it.
of putting my feet up. Dragon of the East, Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West. They are the four winds of Mondstadt, affiliated with Barbados, the god of Anemo. The Dragon of the East, Storm Terror. Its real name is Dvalin.
Okay, that was I don't know if they did some updates, but that was pretty good lip syncing. So maybe they did some lip syncing during the updates. It'll be very interesting if they actually fix that, because I remember the lip syncing being very, very, very bad, but that was actually very well done. So did they update that? Alright, and here we have Lisa, our next automatically obtained free character. I don't use Lisa that much. The only time people bring out Lisa is if they need electricity at the beginning of the game, and if they want to hear her climb mountains with the Japanese audio. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when they gave her those sound effects, but oh well. I had to do that at least once, guys. That's just some things that I gotta do, and that's definitely one of them. Gotta do it for LP purposes. Alright, let's get a move on. And I think this would be a good opportunity for me to I'm going the wrong way. Alright, so I think this would be a good opportunity for me to talk about the swirling reaction. So basically what swirl is, swirl is caused by wind attacks.
Windblade.
What swirl does is, let's say I hit an enemy with a fire, and then I switch to the main, the MC here, and then I hit him with the wind attack. That wind will spread the fire all the way around, and it will continuously hit the enemy with the fire attacks. That's swirl. It slightly increases the damage, and a perfect opportunity to demonstrate that is against this Kyra mage here. A really, really aggravated enemy. Where the hell is he? Am I even going the right way? Here he is. Okay, the reason why they put this Kyra mage here is because he's over water. The strategy is using is it's gonna try to constantly freeze you, but I'm gonna lure it out. He's blocking the chest, by the way. I'm gonna force him to come to me. Alright, so this enemy right here, this enemy is one of the enemies that has a shield. Don't bother using your normal attacks on shielded enemies. You'll be fighting them forever. As you see, you're not doing any damage to it. This guy is an ice monster. I have to hit him with the fire shield in order to I have to hit it with a fire attack to lower his shield guards. That blue bar on the bottom, that's his shield gauge. As I hit his weakness, it'll lower it. I think I can also hit it with a claymore. Yeah. Claymores can do a little damage to shields, but you're better off hitting them with what they're weak to. Okay, now his shield is gone. Now you can actually damage him. I'll hit him with fire, and I'm gonna swirl the fuck out of him. See that?
No one escapes my sights.
Yeah, that's a very, very annoying enemy. Now I know that I made that look kind of easy, but once you start fighting like 2 and 3 of them at the same time, and they got like different elements, that's when it gets really annoying. I mean those, but between the Abyss Mages and the Whooper Flowers, I don't know which one is more annoying. Probably the Whooper Flowers, because they just seem to live forever. I mean, they.
An answer from this world?
The Abyss Mages, once you lower their shields, they're pretty much just dead after that. But the Whooper Flowers, oh, frog, got it. But the Whooper Flowers, they seem to just never die. I said Prima Gem. I wish it was the Prima Gems. Alright, so very simple. Just jump up and get it. And that makes 4. Now let's go back to the statue. Wrong one. Alright, so that was just a demonstration. You're going to be doing a lot of platforming and solving puzzles in order to... You're going to be doing puzzles and platformings in order to obtain those Omino's Silicus or whatever.
You can't keep up with me.
And then after you collect enough, you can level up these statues. You're mainly doing it to increase your stamina and get more Prima Gems and more experience points and stuff like that. But this is really important, so make sure you're doing this. Alright, so now that it's at rank 4, I can complete this chapter. And now I can get all my rewards. See that? And now to chapter 3. And I've only done one of these. So yeah, this game is definitely gonna keep you occupied. By the way, although Amber is standing right there, this is kind of funny. Although Amber is standing right there, I can switch to my Amber, and then there'll be 2 of them on screen. So that's kind of cool.
Hey, Traveler! I've been looking for you everywhere. How's that wind? Seems like it's really growing on you. But then again, you don't have a gliding license, do you?
A gliding license?
Isn't... Oh. Yeah, you've been gliding all over...
So, you came looking for...
No way! The Knights of Favonius have strict rules. You need to pass an exam, and only then will the Knights issue your license. Today, I'm here as an examiner to oversee your official gliding exam. I gave you your wing glider, so this is my responsibility. At least that's what Acting Grandmaster Jean would say.
An exam? What a pain in the...
No with a capital N-O. Do not challenge the authority of Examiner Amber. I mean, the whole city saw how well you flew the day that Storm Terror attacked, so I'm sure you'll have no problems. But we do need to respect the rules and glide properly. Here, take this gliding manual. No need to memorize. For example. Anyway, be sure to read it, okay?
Wow, that's a big...
Great. Come find me when you're done. I'll...
So basically, what Amber is gonna do is she wants you to go to certain places and take these flying exams with your wing glider here. Don't worry, it's actually very easy, and there's a chest up here. Let's get it, shall we? Let's get this chest. Mine!
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift.
Yeah, Amber is actually really hot. I really like this girl. It kind of saddens me that she's rarely used. but she's really used for a really good reason. I mean, she is one of the very first party members that you obtain, so you can't expect her to be on par with some of the other really good, what the heck? Oh, you bastard! Some of the other 4-star characters, so hopefully as the game goes on and they get more worlds, hopefully she'll get something that will make her really, really good. For example, her elemental burst is kind of weak, but it does hit. How many times does it hit? I don't think it says, but total ring per damage, 12 damage. It's kind of weak, but it does hit. Like, what is it, 18 or 20 times? Maybe later on in the game there will be a artifact set or a special weapon that will increase your attack a lot as you do more hits in a combo or whatever. I don't know, but she's got potential. It's just that some other characters are way, way, way better than her. But she's really hot. I really like Amber. Alright. So the only purpose of this thing right here is to show you what these rings do. Don't worry, this isn't Superman. Well, actually it is. So for a brief moment we're playing Superman 64. We gotta fly through rings. Kind of annoying. In fact, that's exactly what we're doing. We're playing Superman 64. We're flying through rings. I didn't think about that until now. We're playing Superman 64. We're flying through rings.
You nailed it! But it's no surprise, given the way you handle your glider in a storm.
Okay, now I remember this one being a lot more annoying. I think it took me like 5 tries to pass this, but now I know how the game works, so maybe I'll be fine.
Here! Over here! I'm all set up. Let's carry on with the exam. Same deal as before.
Yeah, this was a lot more annoying. See, I didn't even realize until... Let me see, I got fucking... Yeah, see, I'm just not seeing these wind currents here. Yeah, see, this was kind of annoying because they put that damn statue in the middle. They put this exam right by the statues. I gotta get these 3 rings. Yeah. See, this one sucks. Now I gotta go... What? Oh my god. Yeah, she just wants you to get these rings. Kind of annoying. We're not done yet. There we go. Yeah, I really don't like this mission at all. Here we go.
Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber.
See, I didn't even... It took me like 5 tries my first time playing that to realize that you're supposed to use those wind currents to go back up and stuff, you know?
Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's do the final stage.
Easy! You've flown this way before anyway!
Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just keep thinking about that license.
Alright, so right here, if memory serves me, we're actually going to get interrupted by something. I forgot exactly what happens with, but we get interrupted somehow for whatever reason. We're still playing Superman 64 apparently. I mean, that's exactly what
Windborne
this
traveler,
is.
You are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius.
Yeah, we got interrupted by this. So apparently we're not supposed to be flying in the city, so now we're in deep shit.
What's going on?
Whoa.
Another test subject.
You're open.
No escape. Prepare to be blown away.
You're in for a little shock.
That was a lot of enemies.
Freeze!
You get come a little closer.
Leave it all to me.
Okay, so these guys are called treasure hoarders, I believe. They're really, really, really annoying enemies. I hate their guts. You're gonna see them a lot.
I'll race you there.
I mean, they're not.
Churls, there's a bunch of funny-looking people too.
I mean,
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor.
But
that.
if that's the case, what are they
Paimon,
hanging
shut up,
around here
please.
for?
I wonder.
They're not hard enemies.
Well,
They're just
this
freaking
measly
annoying.
bunch can't slow us down, that's for sure.
All right, let
But
me
we
see.
also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him.
Huh. Look where we are.
The elemental power on the Raptor must have realized that way when the effect he won't get away with this. Forget these guys. Come on, let's keep following the elemental markings.
Before I go in there, let me see if I can do this thing up here. Since I don't have any other way to spend my resin right now, because I simply can't beat these bosses. Alright, you see this purple cloud thing? Well, not purple, but this bluish cloud thing on the map here. These things constantly spawn throughout the game. They don't ever end. The only way that you can't do it is if you don't have resin to spend. I should have 160, and I do. Alright, so when you interact with one of these things, it's going to ask you to like kill enemies at a certain time or solve a puzzle or whatever, and then you get a prize for doing it. Let me see. Defeat all opponents. Yeah, it just wants me to kill all the enemies here.
Steady as stone.
Which shouldn't be
As a
a
dutiful
problem,
maid
especially as I bring out Noelle here.
would.
Oh no, Whooper Flower!
Surrender and be gentle.
I'll tell you, these things right here, these things suck a lot. I hate their
Leave it all
guts.
to me.
Where are you going?
Someone needs assistance.
And to this day, I still don't know how they fully work, but they're really, really annoying enemies. Hate those things, but I do need those nectars. Anyway, as you pass these cloud things, you'll see this flower spawn out of the ground. In order to activate this, you have to spend resin. Resin is another currency and another way how they prevent you from farming like crazy. Once you run out of resin, you can't activate these flowers anymore, which is, see, that I don't know. I mean, I know what they were doing. They want you to keep coming back every day and keep playing the game, but this is definitely not the way to do it. You know, it's just so annoying. Now, later on in the game, there's going to be items that you can use to restore your resin, so it won't necessarily be a problem then. But it's still kind of annoying, you know? Alright, so before I complete the quest, I'm going to... Oh, there's one of those things right there. That's a rather strong enemy right there. Let's not fight it. Before I complete the quest, let me activate this Statue of the Seven. And looks like I can't activate it until I kill this enemy, so let's do those things. I gotta kill it now.
The Statue of the Seven seems to be affected by a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind current seal thingy around the Statue of the Seven.
I must leave no stone unturned. Let it rain.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
I told you Lisa's a very interesting character. So, although I don't have the strongest characters, they can definitely synergize with each other. So, I'm gonna have to learn to use what I got. They do really good rescue commands with each other and stuff like that, you know? Anyway, I had to get that guy out of the way so I can activate this so I can see where the hell I'm going. Now that I've done that, let's go back to the mission. Alright, the reward for a courteous flight, I get one of these fire items. They recommend that you use a fire character, in this case Ember. Recommended level 4, so the game expects you to be at level 4, but in all honesty, you'll probably be at level 20-ish by now. I'm just saving my experience points. Well, I don't really need to save my experience points because I'm only going to have 8 characters for the whole game. Alright, let's go, girls.
There's only one way over there. Raptor must be up ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide.
But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off.
If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right?
Yeah, but what's that gotta do with anything?
How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam?
Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go?
It's a custom version of the exam. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the hero of Mondstadt herself. So, what do you say? Woohoo! Prepare for takeoff! Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours.
Okay, use nearby wind currents to keep yourself afloat while evading enemy attacks. While gliding, you can drop bombs to defeat enemies this way. Alright, so this is one of the few quests in which it's kind of like a gimmick battle. I told you there aren't a lot of these in the game, but it does have a few of them. I'm really not a fan of gimmicky battles, but this one isn't hard at all. Just fly above these guys and shit on them, and they'll be dead. Use the wind current to stay afloat. Shit on these enemies, and they'll like die instantly. So it's a gimmick battle, but it's a really easy one. I don't think you actually have to kill these enemies. It's just that if you don't, they'll be constantly attacking you and draining your health and stuff like that. So you don't have to kill them if you're somehow good at dodging their attacks. I guess I don't know. As see, I can only use the MC here, so yeah. So make sure that her HP is high. As you see, I'm kind of low on HP, but I can always go to the menu and fix that. Apples are really good healing items for the beginning of the game. And something I haven't talked about yet, it's not a problem right now, but I will talk about that before I end today's episode. Because this first episode is basically a tutorial. After this episode, I will play the game assuming that you know all the basics and stuff like that. So. Die, you fuckers.
Nice! You breezed through it.
Yeah, I think you
You're a
do actually have to
no-show.
kill these
I
enemies.
knew you'd be fine.
Yeah, you do
All that's left now is to grab ourselves a raptor. Let's go.
you do have to actually kill these guys. That's kind of unfortunate, but oh well. Alright, so now we can use a full party. And I don't know why they... Yeah, see, I don't understand this. Ember was automatically in my party. But they just gave me a trial Ember. See that? They gave me Ember as a trial member, but you're guaranteed to have Ember by this point in the game. I guess they did that to make absolutely sure that she's in the party. And see this? This is my Ember right here. This is my Ember, and this is the trial Ember. This Ember is way stronger than mine. In fact, okay, she doesn't have any constellations, but oh well. But she's got a really, really, really good weapon. I guess whichever Ember is strong, that's the one they'll give you. Oh well. Alright, so.
I won't let you down.
Don't know why they're giving you a trial Ember, but oh well. I guess they didn't want to take any chances in case you're not using Ember, because again, a lot of people don't like using her, and I can't blame them. But
I'll race you there.
You pretty much need a bow user to pass this, I believe. Like that enemy won't, that door won't open until you blow up that barrel. I guess I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's a shame that Ember gets so much hate, 'cause I really like her character. She's really cool. And like I said, she's also really, really, really hot, so that definitely has something to do with it. Alright, so it's puzzle time. I have to get rid of these things. I think all I gotta do is shoot them. Yeah, just shoot them with the Ember's bow. That's gonna drain the water here. Activate this, and the door opens. Unfortunately, most puzzles are not gonna be that simple, so don't get too happy. Yeah, see, looks like they didn't want to take any chances since you practically need Ember to kill these guys. Well, maybe not. Maybe, I think Lisa can actually hit him with her electric attack. Let me see. I think Lisa can actually hit him. If they recommend you be at level 4, why are all the enemies level 15? That's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know if Lisa can actually reach them. I don't think she can. Oh, you little bastard. Hate slime, man. Keep those guys occupied. Yeah, I'm probably going to be an Ember expert when this is done. It's just that a person like Ganyu is just way better. I mean, Ganyu is broken, in all honesty. I mean, the difference between Ganyu and other characters is that Ganyu is one of those characters that can actually beat the game by herself. Ganyu is really busted. I mean, not necessarily by herself, because some enemies are immune to ice, of course, but you know.
I'll race you there.
Yeah, there's nothing hard about most of these domain missions. Some of them are pretty. I'm looking for a chest. Make sure I'm not missing any chests here, because this is the only time I can actually come here, so I'll make sure I'm not passing up any chests like this. As I said, most of these domain missions are actually very, very easy, so don't worry about these. It isn't until later on in the game where they start to get puzzle heavy and then they get kind of annoying. But at that point, if you just want to beat the game and save your brother or your sister, brother in my case, guys, the female character, of course, you really don't need to do all that stuff because, you know. But the game isn't even finished yet. The game probably won't be finished for another 4 years. Maybe longer than that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be an Amber expert before I'm done with this game. You probably couldn't tell there, but I was actually aiming for their heads because for most humanoid enemies, their weak spot is their heads. Only bow users can hit a weak spot. If you hit an enemy in the weak spot, it's guaranteed to be a critical hit. So that's one good thing about Ember, is the fact that she can hit weak spots. Unfortunately, most bosses don't have a weak spot, so that kind of sucks, but oh well.
It looks like there's no way across. Ugh, he must be a Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor! You...
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this?
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you.
The game has a really bad habit of putting Amber's ass in the middle of the camera like that, but I love it.
You're right. Ugh. So how did he get a... I don't see a mechanism, and I have good eyesight. Besides, there's nowhere on the cliff that you could build one.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away!
Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. But don't worry.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt.
Paimon sees you.
Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was the gliding manual? The first birds... Be my... Raptor says...
Wait! Stop!
Raptor says I'll never... The wind.
Okay, guys, long story short, all you gotta do is jump here and glide, and then the wind will automatically pick you up.
No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna... It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
You're crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy.
Okay, this guy with the shovel, he's not strong, but he is kind of annoying. He puts sand in your eye to make sure that you can't see what you're doing. Pay enemies to do shit like that. Just really, yeah, he's gonna try to throw sand on you. Really, really aggravating enemy here.
You've been a naughty boy. Try not to enjoy this too.
Prepare to be blown away! No one escapes my sights!
Here's something special.
I think I did that kind of wrong. I should have did the arrow thing first and then do the wind thing. Oh, you poor bastard. You're wet now.
Just a temporary set.
All right, I got him! I only noticed the wind current from in the air, and it would be suicide to try and escape in the direction Raptor was going. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us. Aha!
Alright, and we are finally at rank 10. And we get a whopping 60 premium gems for that. Very, very nice. So now that I have reached rank 10, this means I can finally do the Archon quest. So this is what you need to do to advance the story. Alright, guys. Anyway, at this point, you should have a pretty good idea of how the game works, how the game is going to work. So at this point, I can stop holding your hand. 10... Global pre-registration milestone award. Thanks to your support, this chapter gets shipping 10 million periods all across coverage to celebrate. Maybe you get this after you automatically reach rank 10, but now they're gonna give me 10 of these 10 acquitted fate, so I can use these to make wishes. So let's do those things, shall we? As I said before, guys, you want to get this first because you're guaranteed to get 2 4-star characters, Noel and another 4-star character. Alright, so I'm going to use up 8 of these and I'm going to get some stuff. Now, let's see how my luck holds out. It'd be really awesome if I can get a 5-star character, but I'm probably going to get one of these. So I'm going to get like probably 9 of these and 1 of these. Now, I heard that some people play up to this point and do this until they get someone like Sucruz or Bennett or someone who's really good at the early stage of the game, like Fiscal or whatever. Some of these characters I have never obtained. I've never obtained the Razor, this dude, and Fiscal. I have all these other characters in my other account. For this account, I'm really hoping that I don't get Barbara or Shane Ling. If I can get an early Shane Ling, that'll be fine, I guess, but I'm guaranteed to get one later on. I really want Bennett or Sucruz, one of these two. So if I get Barbara or Shane Ling, that means when I'm guaranteed to get them later on, I'm gonna get a constellation instead of another character. So let's see which one we're gonna get. Are we gonna get a really good 5-star character? Let's see. Alright, guys, here we go. Once you do this wish 20 times, the wish automatically goes away. And I didn't get a 5-star character, unfortunately. It's gonna be a 4-star character. But the chances of you getting a 5-star character here is like 1%. So if you get a 5-star character here, you're just extremely, extremely lucky. Alright, let's see. Who's going to be our 4-star character? Got another Twin Tails. Nice. Who is it going to be? Who is it? Oh, Nigong. Okay. I know I said her name wrong, but hey, she's pretty good. She's another Callus user. Okay. Getting her early is actually very, very nice. And she has an alternate outfit. Alright, so this is what we get. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so, again, I don't, you guys are most likely gonna get different characters, but she's actually pretty good. And as you can see, she's actually very, very, very hot. I don't know if you can actually get 2 4-star characters with this. If you do, you're just really, really lucky, I guess. But hey, she's actually very, very good. like I said, she's a catalyst user, but she's also Geo. This is really good. So what this essentially does is this basically gives me a second shield user, because as she's attacking enemies, see, the reason why she is so good for this playthrough is because well, first of all, let's get this right here. The reason why she is so good for this playthrough is because her basic attack is a geo element. What this means is, as I'm attacking pyro mages and slimes and stuff like that, I can pick up shields from their elements. So she basically she's like another shield user. So I'm going to okay, yeah, we are going to wow, that's actually really good.
There's still a long road ahead.
Noelle.
Oh, how exciting!
Amber.
Outrider Amber, report.
Ashley,
let's
put
make
you
haste.
right here.
As you wish.
Deploy this party. As I said, she's really good because her basic attack is Geo. So, Ashley, it'd probably be better if I show you. Okay, so here we go. Here's a perfect guinea pig. Alright, so you see this ice enemy right here? I can hit it with my basic attack. And there's a little ice orb on the ground, ice crystal. I grab that, and now I got a shield. So as long as this shield is up, I can't take any damage. I can still be hit by stuff like that, but she can basically be kind of like a second shield user, a permanent shield user against these element enemies. So like I said, she's getting her in a run like this is actually pretty damn good. Once I give her better artifacts and level her up, she can be a pretty good DPS. Since Geo is pretty good against everything in the game, I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf it. Well, they buffed it because it sucked originally.
A keen eye.
But they buffed it because they really wanted people to use it. But apparently they made Geo too strong. So now they are doing things to okay, what are those? I forgot what this thing around that little. Okay, why are there 4 crystals flying around her? I forgot what this does. I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't use her that much. But oh well. But anyway, getting her in this free account is actually pretty nice. I probably shouldn't spam her, but oh well.
We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees.
Actually, it kind of does in this game. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this long episode. This is going to be a very long, difficult, but fun LP. And I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Dick Cat out. Thank you for watching.